dude, it comes with me being the leader first and showing the rest of either the employees or the team of athletes, like, you know, this is how you gotta behave. And
now, this is an interview that I've been really looking forward to for some time now. I know this is coming up. Randall, you're doing phenomenal work with LiveFit. You're creating a movement with what it is that you're creating. I've heard a little bit of your background, but selfishly, I really want to know how this has come about with yourself, with LiveFit, where you see yourself going as well. But before we even jump into that, thank you so much for taking the time out here, so I really appreciate it. Yep. So let's go into how did Randall become the man that you are right now, doing the things you are today?
So prior to the brand LiveFit Apparel, I was actually a personal trainer. Okay, so, but before that, before I got into fitness, I was actually really into like streetwear and stuff, you know. I was really into clothing. I actually owned a few streetwear brands prior that never popped off because I was just inexperienced and stuff. But I've been in the game as far as like the clothing, t-shirts, silk screening game for a long time. And like I said, the stuff never popped off, so I gave up on that, you know, for a bit, and then I got into personal training. And then me knowing how to make some t-shirts and being a designer, I'd throw that out there, I actually made some designs for my clients.
Yes.
And then, you know, first batch of shirts sold to my clients, and then we made some videos and stuff, and then I started getting buzz from outside people that couldn't train with me. They were like, hey, how can I get this shirt? So I sold it, drove around, sold it, and then started reaching out to people that I couldn't drive to online. So then, you know, I was getting a ton of inquiries, and then that's when I was like, fuck it, you know, I think I'm gonna brand
love how organic
this merchandise. So I started branding the merchandise instead of RP Fitness to LiveFit. I separated this the two, and then I was pushing this as a brand, and it was just snowballed from there.
What was, or how did the change from personal trainer to going all in on LiveFit happen?
When I couldn't run LiveFit Apparel by myself, it was pulling me in all these directions. The time literally of me like packaging the shirts and shipping it, like, dude, I couldn't train my clients, you know? So I was like, damn, and I was getting orders overnight. I was like, this is a different type of money for me. This is like, you know, overnight type of money. So I was like, fuck, you know. I had to tell my clients at one point, like, hey, you know, because they knew it was my dream to always own a clothing brand.
Did they see this coming?
Yeah, they saw it coming. You know? So you know, I gave them to some trainers that worked for me at the time too. So they're taking care of it, and now I went full on with LiveFit, and that's
I highly respect. Like, I have a fathom of an understanding of, do you mean that leap of faith from going from personal training to going, I'm all in on this. How did you feel going through that?
Dude, you know what? It wasn't that hard because of all the experiences I had prior, all the failures, all the brands that didn't make it, you know, because the hardest part was selling the culture. When I had the RP Fitness, my training business, the culture was there. Now it's just getting the goods out, the easy part. So I just putting 2 and 2 together. Boom, easy.
Dude, that's amazing. Okay, so from when you went all in to LiveFit to now, what would be a couple of the greatest learning curves you've gone through? What are the couple of things you go, God, you know what, that was hard, or that was great, or whatever, but I really have taken away a lot from that?
Literally just going through the motions myself. I mean, I gave the guys here at the Fitness Business Summit one of my connects as far as like sourcing out garments and stuff, but prior to that, I did everything myself. I literally went to LA, got the wholesale accounts, feeling fabrics, really choosing it, like, you know, really doing it myself as a whole, taking the batch of shirts, putting it in my trunk, going to a silk screener, getting that shit made, and then, all right, I need some hats. I'm gonna go walk around LA, you know, testing, literally doing that, hustling, you know, on the streets. So it was all
Do you feel like that's a factor that people aren't willing to go through?
Yeah, you know what, and I understand too, because sometimes people are like, you know, it sucks as I live in the Midwest or I live here. I'm like, you know, I can understand that part too, but
it's just excuses?
You can hop on the phone and hit a couple of wholesalers like, hey, save me some samples, pay for that stuff, you know, and then you just literally, you got to do it yourself, you know? And it's just like, I always tell people, man, it's better to experience it yourself too, because you're going to learn a lot more that no one else is going to teach you.
Totally. So. And if you've got to say a team member doing something, you don't really understand what they're doing unless you've done it before as well, so you can't best lead them.
Exactly. So if you did it yourself, and then you can actually teach the other person how to do it later, you know all the traits and you know, in your company. So.
What do you think would be a couple of the key things that have happened for LiveFit to become the movement, the culture that it is today?
I'd say,
because I see people wearing your shit literally everywhere. I've seen it training in different gyms around Australia. I've literally seen it training in gyms in Bali, and obviously, like it's when I've been training in LA recently, I was like, dude, I'm seeing it everywhere. So
Australia is actually a huge market for us, but I think it's the organic and authenticity of the brand itself, you know, and the influences that I brought to the table with like skateboarding and surfing and you know, that type of stuff too. I didn't think no one was really doing that in like the bodybuilding type of scene. You know? So I was like, you know what? I bodybuild at the time, but I don't like the clothes that was currently out. I'm gonna put stuff that I like. You know, and I came from like streetwear, like I said, and I was a huge skateboarder, so I just started throwing those type of designs into that scene. You know, and then people were like, dude, you know what? Me too. You know, because you know all the skaters and surfers are getting a little older. They start hitting the gym and shit. So they're like, hey, I fit with that company. You know, so it just grew organically. You know. So,
that's really cool. Okay, so what are the things that you're excited about now moving forward?
Now it's like really, obviously still keeping the family vibe. You know, I really believe in being authentic and original. So just really scaling our own internal business too. Doing our own events now. It's like the game is changing from retail to wholesale. So like we do have like wholesale accounts. We have like I think over 100 retail stores worldwide. But I think we're still going to be, you know, dominate the online market and maybe do a pop-up store or whatnot. I just recently signed another 4-year lease of my new building, and I think I'm going to actually build a private LiveFit gym in there.
Oh, I like that.
So yeah, I think that's one of the goals for the next 2 to 3 years.
Where is this, Long Beach?
In Huntington Beach,
Huntington Beach. Okay,
close to Long Beach,
I'm learning the US and California. Okay, this is good. Okay, this is good. Now, when it comes to building that brand online, because you're very B2C, you're very business to consumer, and I think that's a great connection that you're being able to create with that. How do you help other people understand what they need to do to make that happen? Do you get hit up a lot with people asking this? Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, I thought they'd be pissed off if I didn't ask this question.
I think it's being authentic and bringing the experiences you had prior to your life to the table. You know, people rock with brands organically because they fuck with the people that are behind the brand. You know, I'm a skater. I did this. I played in the band. You know, I surf. You know, so people are like, hey, you know, I relate with that connection. That connection, you know. Oh, and he's into fitness too. Boom. And then the people that you put on the team are also in those type of industries as well. You know. So just being real and offering that organicness, you know. But I feel like people need to experience a lot more, you know, because I came from that skater type of culture, you know. So I've experienced a lot. I just bring that shit to the table, and then, you know, it all goes from there.
Do you think not enough people understand that they have to go through the hard times, or at least earn their stripes as they go through the process?
That's a good way to put it, earn their stripes, because I feel a lot of people are sheltered, and then they see these entrepreneurs making brands, but these entrepreneurs that are making brands have lived a fucking crazy life prior. Like I lived a crazy ass fucking life. A lot of shit that I don't even talk about, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like you experience so much and you become more wise, and then you apply that to the brand, and then people can attract to that, you know? So you have to live. You know?
What I'm really enjoying about this interaction with you and seeing how you operate as a real person as well, do you know what I mean? Not just on the social media, so you're very genuine and authentic. How do you help other people do that as well? Because people can see you've got a great creative flair. Like your posts, your photos, like I really appreciate the creativity that comes behind that as well. How do you help other people, do you mean, draw that into what they need to do?
First I tell them to be real, you know, and I know a lot of people don't come from like a designer or artistic background, but then hire someone that can help you do that, but don't contract different people, you know. I always stick with the same guy, like this guy Danny right here. I've been working with him for quite a long time, you know.
Like it's too many cooks in the kitchen kind of situation.
And then their looks start looking different, the photos start looking different, the content looks different. You want to keep it the same, keep it family, man. That family vibe, when you know, it goes so much further, dude. Okay,
this is an awesome angle. I love this. How do you help concrete that culture inside of LiveFit?
Dude, it comes with me being the leader first and showing the rest of either the employees or the team of athletes, like, you know, this is how you gotta behave, and just be humble and be real. Like it's hard nowadays, you know, because you got a lot of guys that say this and that, and then you meet them in person, they're not about that life, you know. I've been through meeting those type of people so often, like I can read it right off the bat, you know. I come from a place where you got to be real, if not you get your ass beat. So it's like, you know, you learn a lot, I mean, just from through experience and stuff, but it's just being real, man.
I love this. Randall, this is really good. Okay, what's the one thing that you want the viewer right now to actually do from today to make the most of their time with us right now?
Man, I don't know, just go out and do whatever you're thinking about and being hesitant about going and try it, because you're never gonna know. your fuck ups are going to be different than mine. You're going to experience a lot of different things. It depends on where you are in the world. It doesn't matter. Or, you have to go. People can't teach you what you're going to experience. Because the best lessons are learned from your mistakes.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's like my all-time greatest advice, man. I fucking, because I did that shit, I made mistakes, and no one else could teach me that.
Yeah. Is that why you also think you can appreciate it so much more now?
Yeah, dude, 100%.
Okay.
Of course.
Dude, this has been absolutely fire. I'm so happy with this. Where does the viewer go right now to learn more about what you're doing, maybe personally, and even also getting part of LiveFit?
So I actually have my own personal website, which is randall-pich.com.
Awesome.
And then I have another brand called topthreadsinc.com, or Top Threads, and that's www.topthreadsinc.com. Then LiveFit Apparel, livefitapparel.com. And I have a YouTube page. I think it's just YouTube/Randall Pich. But all the links and interviews of what I've done is on my personal website. So just go there. And
okay, well, I'll make sure I'll pop the links in the show notes below so you can get a part of all that. Now, I feel like a real dick right now. We haven't talked about Top Threads. Give me, in a nutshell, what's going on with Top Threads?
Okay, so Top Threads is just straight up like streetwear style, like my more hardcore band.
Away from the fitness kind of stuff?
That has nothing to do with fitness. We're coming out with jeans, coming out with like a lot of black garments, just like very monochrome style, like something that represents me outside of fitness.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that so much, because so many people can just get too consumed in the whole bloody fitness world and understand there's more. Okay, that's really good as well. So do go and make sure that you go see Top Threads as well, because I think it's going to be absolutely epic. Randall, thank you so much.
This is where I want to make sure that you get the most out of being here, and I want to hear from you. So if you've enjoyed this episode, click like and make sure I can send you the new episodes each and every week. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Also, I really want to make sure that I'm giving you exactly what you need. So comment below. I want to know what you're going to take away from this episode. And the best conversations after every episode always happen in the Breaking Success Tribe. I'll pop a link below for you to join the free group so you get access to the guides, the live streams. I'm in there answering your questions personally each and every day. Plus you get all the episodes as well. So thank you so much for being here and joining us. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in the next episode.